And
Yes,
we're
into the chopper.
recording into the chopper. Okay. So,
Okay.
first I want to go over a couple of things to kind of set the setting for us. So, if any of you read it, this is what your episode 7, it's up here, the current situation for episode 8, which is where we are right now. And then after this, then I'll have another thing to read. So this is kind of what's happened over the last week or so. So some time has passed since Mila, Hector, Jessica, and Jack were assigned their new living quarters, an old trailer with blacked out windows in a quiet neighborhood in the desert, about a half-mile from the Rio Grande in Anthony, Texas. The first few nights are great. Under Valentina's protection, there is no sign of Camarilla or Sabat. Even Jack's sire Miguel is kept away, and the Anarchs are taking it on themselves to raise the fledglings and make sure they know how to survive. The first couple hours of the night, they're taken into the city somewhere so they can hunt and feed. If they have any errands to run or people they need to check up on, there's no problem. They have a long leash, but they do have someone keeping an eye on them. The first 2 nights, that someone is Speedy. The third night, it was Enriquez, who still looks a little beat up from his run-in with the Rat King, but insists that Goldman's sheriff is in just as bad a state as he is. On the 4th night, that's when things change. The Anarchs become stricter. Their 2 hours was cut to 1, and Speedy's entire coterie is now with them, keeping a very close eye the whole time. The fledgling's leash was made short. After they fed, the rest of the night was lesson after lesson after lesson on the masquerade. They were taught about the Inquisition and how closely they had come to all-out war between humans and vampires. The Inquisition raged across Europe, hunting and destroying everything supernatural, and of course, a few innocents were killed along the way. And even now, there are some hunters out there doing God's work. They were taught about the importance of keeping themselves secret, not just to protect kindred from humanity, but also to protect themselves from those that would hunt them. Other kindred, lupines, vampire hunters. There is no limit to the enemies that are around them. But most of the night's lessons were focused on denial. When faced with a human who suspects you are a vampire, you either deny it or destroy them. To prove their suspicions is the greatest crime among the kindred, and even many Sabbat leaders would destroy their progeny for the reckless endangerment that entails. Stories are told about situations where the masquerade becomes a risk, and the students are asked how best to resolve it, lesson after lesson, for a very long, very dull night. And the last story, this one taught by Valentina herself. Okay, so suppose the 4 of you are hiding somewhere. It could be anywhere. Perhaps a house that you snuck into, or an old abandoned building, or the bathroom of a motel. And imagine, if you will, that when you wake, you're greeted by a scientist. And he knows you're in trouble. He says he can help. He thinks you're vampires and he wants a sample of blood so that he can run tests on it. Maybe he can experiment, cure cancer or something. Wouldn't that be great? You could be the saviors of humanity and he'll get you out of the bind you're in. One by one, Valentina meets the eyes of all 4 of her students. And in the corner, Tinkerbell stretches her 140-pound body and lets out a low, growling rumble. What do you do? Valentina says. Do you A, agree to his terms and give him all the blood he wants? Do you B, kill him where he stands to make sure his nonsense never leaves the room? C, deny everything he says, even going so far as to activate the blush of life to pass as human? Or D, feed from him to show him how great that kiss feels? She gets a verbal answer from everyone before ending this lesson. Deny or destroy. Never confirm. Never prove to them that we exist. That was a few nights ago. Okay.
Did we get a free pass based on that whoopsie?
Yeah, she did not send you to the Camarilla, but you do understand why your lease was shortened and why you had a whole night of lessons on the masquerade.
Did they say anything on if that guy was caught or anything?
They didn't tell you.
Oh. Because, all right.
Okay. So, now, here's our episode 8 little catch-up to set us up to where we are. So, after a week of hiding with Valentina and the Anarchs in Anthony, Texas, Mila, Hector, Jack, and Jessica are finally... have finally become more secure in their new kindred bodies. The trace feelings of loyalty to their sires is finally starting to fade. But the best news is that the constant pain is finally starting to subside. The hunger is constant, but the pain in the joints, the dying of tissue, is all but complete. They're kindred now, and unfortunately there is no going back. Currently, the Kindred Society of El Paso is in chaos. Prince James is dead or missing for 9 days. Goldman and his Ventru are trying to take his place, but the Bruja refuse to bend the knee. Valentina and her gangrel have fallen back into the role they used to hold in the Camarilla and are on the front lines hunting the Sabbat that have infiltrated the city. Very little news of the current situation has reached the ears of our 4 fledglings. But the mortals' news is horrifying. The streets have been the bloodiest they've been in years, and the gangs are even attacking innocent people now. The police are overwhelmed and are recommending everyone stay home at night for the time being. To counter their recommendation, most of the bars and clubs in the city are having drinking specials, inviting everyone to come and party with them. The only kindred news that comes to you is when Valentina asks Jack for help. Their investigation to find Prince James has hit a wall. If not for the Sabbat's persistence in their own search for him, she would be certain that he was dead. Jack searched the home of Eva Reyes, the prince's girlfriend. She was Primogen of the Toreador, and found nothing, the same as the gangrel had found. Coming up on the wall that they were up against, it was time to think outside of the box. A little investigation, and Jack found the town that James Clark grew up in, and the home is still owned by his family in Hickory Grove, Virginia. It is most likely a dead end, but it's better than doing nothing, beating his head against the wall. But first, just to rule out their involvement, Jack has agreed to meet with Emily's lupine. How much of his fledgling coterie had the nerve to go with him? Who else is here?
Oh,
No one gonna come with me?
yeah, I'll go.
I'll go.
No, well, I'll go.
Okay, so you all went?
Yeah.
I'd assume. Just me,
Yeah.
as one werewolf.
Just you.
Be fine.
So, Emily is bringing you guys,
I'm not listening.
and Speedy has come with you. Not his entire coterie, because he didn't want to... He thinks already that 6 vampires is going to be a little much and might cause some friction, but bringing two more would be worse. So, okay. Where Emily takes you guys is you are about 1.5 miles from downtown El Paso in this really shitty part of town. The buildings are crumbling. They have roof damage, wall damage. Every car on the street, and there's not very many of them, only has a value of a few $100s. This is a horrible, horrible little place that is only 1 mile from all of the big businesses, towers, where the hotel was. You can see the bright lights of downtown just beyond. And Speedy's the one driving, and he pulls over right like there's the bridge for the interstate, and you guys pull over like on the side of that, and there's a group of people. They look like they're probably from this rundown beat-up neighborhood, judging from the way they're dressed. They're standing in line, heading underneath the bridge. Here we are, Speedy says. Emily gets out.
Is he in a lupine form?
No, you don't see anyone. Right now, all you see is the poor people that are in line.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said he was underneath.
Yeah, he's under the bridge. They're under the bridge. Okay. As you you position yourself to take a look at what where the line is going, and there's a line of about 10 or 12 people, well, small families, and there is a man underneath the bridge who is meeting and greeting them one at a time, talking to them. And I can give it, I have a description for him. I think I wrote a description for him. Let's see, it was a long time ago. No, I didn't. Okay, so he is in his early 40s, and he has kind of an air of authority around him, like he's in charge of the situation. And that's what you guys see. You haven't joined the line and you're not talking to anybody yet, but that's the situation. There's a line of people meeting him underneath the bridge. There he is. That's Adam, she says.
I'm imagining everybody stays 6 foot apart. God damn it.
No, not yet.
Yeah, sorry.
We still got 19 years for that.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, as soon as you said a line, that's where my brain went.
I guess maybe we could get in line.
Yeah, I think we just get in line.
Okay.
Speedy separates himself and says, well, since Emily's with you guys, I'm just going to stand to the side and keep an eye out.
Wait, Emily thinks we should get in line?
Yes.
Okay. Follow suit.
Alright.
In fact, Emily's, she's bringing you guys to get in line. Okay, and Speedy just kind of, he goes off to the side where there are some other people to the side too, they're not standing in line. A lot of husbands and stuff. I'm not standing in line. He goes over there and hangs out with those guys.
He gets in the
Husband?
Yeah, while the wife is trying on shoes and the husband is sitting there.
And then there are also some families where there is a husband, there, and there's also several probably single moms, but this is not a good place. And you have the feeling, just the energy coming off of the people in this line, that life sucks and then you die. But maybe this guy can help.
So what is this guy like? This is me talking to Emily. Does he sort of act as the guardian of the neighborhood?
He's a doctor.
Oh.
Don't say.
Yeah, he's a doctor, and he comes and helps out different areas on his free time.
Huh.
I forgot.
Alright,
can I use any of my I don't think I have any powers to this effect, but just general senses to observe anyone else around to see if there's, besides Adam and our group, is there any other kindred or lupines?
Okay,
or
you can't
supernatural
sense
people around?
kindred or lupines, but as you're looking, you get a little bit better view as he finishes one group and another group comes and the line advances. There is a girl with him. She is about 17, 18, teenager-ish. And she is wearing a black leather jacket and a white tank top and blue jeans, and is just relaxing up against one of the pillars that are holding up the bridge, keeping an eye on him. And she seems kind of protective, like she's maybe on guard duty, but also half paying attention and listening to the situation. And also, I mean, there's too many halves, but also she's like half daydreaming and wishing she was doing something else.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you do have the opinion that she's with him, that she's with the doctor. Okay, another group goes forward. So you guys are getting closer.
Can I get an ear in on what they're saying?
Yeah. Okay, so the new ones go up, and so Dr. Adam is what they call him. Oh, Dr. Adam. The feelings have come back. I don't know what to do. I can barely get out of bed. It's like I have no purpose, no reason. And he looks at him close in the eyes and says, "How are you feeling other than that? How are you feeling physically?" And he's like, my whole body is stiff and it's tough to move. I have no energy." And he stops and he looks at him and he says, "Have you been eating real food or only that stupid crap?" And the guy tells him that, "Well, I've been eating a lot of O'Tully's burgers." And he says, "O'Tully's is not real food. I told you that before." And the guy explains how, he can't afford to buy fruits and vegetables and meat. He doesn't have a refrigerator where he can store meat. Getting a dollar burger from the fast food joint is not just easy, but it's kind of necessary. And the doctor says, "I know it. The cheapest food is the unhealthiest." And he leans in and he gives a sniff to the man. But you know what? I think you're gonna find plenty of room for real food if you lay off the beer.
Oh, dang.
And the man just nods his head and his gaze goes down a little bit like he's shamed. "I can help you, but this is the last time. If you keep eating that crap, then it's just a waste." And he puts his hands on the man's forehead, on the man's head, and closes his eyes for a second. And you don't see any magic light or anything. And then he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a prescription bottle and he hands it to him. "You know the drill. Take one of these every day in the morning when you wake up and eat real food." "Yes, doctor." And he leaves. Okay. Next is in front of you, the last in front of you is like a man and a woman in their late 20s. And they've got a child who's like 8 years old, and the child is in a wheelchair. And they go up and they talk to him. And the doctor, he's talking with them, and apparently the child had an accident when he was really young, and he's in a lot of pain, and they can't afford to see a doctor, or get him medicine, or get him any help. And the doctor does the same thing. He puts his hands on the forehead to the little boy, and then he pulls out of his pocket a pill bottle and hands it to them. One every day in the morning when he wakes up. And make sure he eats real food. Real food is the real medicine. You have to stay away from all this crap that they keep trying to feed you. You understand? And the parents nod their head. Thank you. Your pills help so much. He has so much less pain. I only wish I could do more. Go on now. There's a long line. And they leave. And then he looks up and he sees Emily. And he kind of rolls his eyes. And he motions for you guys to come forward.
Sorry, I had to.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
now everybody listening is gonna wonder why we started giggling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Right.
this lupine is literally my aunt. Like, I have to eat real food. Like, if I ever visit her, it's like a bunch of real. It's like homemade bread. Eat this. Here's, and then she'll give me like vitamin supplements and stuff. So it's funny. Let's continue. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
So, despite the fact that maybe they're friends, they don't hug, they don't shake hands. She just moves over and she says, "Hey there, Adam. I got some guys I want you to meet." And he nods his head. Well, go on. Introduce yourselves. My name's Adam. Go ahead.
My name's Jack. Jack Levington. I'll reach out a hand.
He seems a little bit reluctant, but he does take your hand and shake it.
Okay. Give him a firm handshake.
Okay. His handshake is really not that firm. He's not that physically imposing. There is something imposing about the way he carries himself, but it's not physical. It's like he knows he's better than everybody around. Like it's kind of paternal. Paternal's a good way to describe it. Like he sees everybody around as his, as under his charge.
Okay.
I'll step forward right behind Jack and
Alright.
extend my hand as well. Look him in the eye, give him a firm handshake,
Yep,
introduce
he
myself.
shakes your hand.
Hector
Looks in
Bettis.
your eyes. Hector. Good to meet you. Next.
You as well.
I'm not gonna hold out my hand because he seems kind of like reluctant about it, so I should just say Mila.
He nods his head to you. Mila. I'm Adam.
I
And-
hold out my hand. Oh, go ahead.
No, he just looks at you and then you hold out your hand.
I hold out my hand. I'm Jessica.
He
Pleased
takes
to
your
meet you.
hand. Jessica. Good to meet you. So Emily tells me that the four of you are different. That you're more interested in helping the less fortunate, protecting the people. That you're a different breed of leech than what we're used to meeting. Someone like her. And he gives her a wink, and she smiles.
Leech. I can't
Yeah,
think of
that's
a
a
better
new
term
one.
for what we've been turned into.
That's the term we kind of use for you guys. I know it's a little derogative, but I kind of wanted to test and see how pissed off you got.
No,
Any of us care. Truth be told,
it's not like we chose this.
not
We're
too.
just
I
trying
know,
to
I
make the
didn't
best
ask
of
for
it.
this.
You guys didn't
Yeah.
choose this? I thought that
No.
was part of
No.
your rules. And he looks over
Now,
at
there's a lot of rules they
he
throw
looks
out.
over at
but
Emily, and she kind of shrugs her shoulder and says, "Sometimes."
I literally looked the guy in the eye and said, "My sire is literally a crazy guy, and they got mad at him for turning me."
Well, that sucks. I
They
wish-
just turned me because they needed a cop on the inside.
Wow, that's... Yeah.
Mine took off.
You're still off.
Yeah.
So we're like the rejects or whatever you call them.
Well,
The misfits.
Misfits. There you go. That's a better word.
that's a good thing, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I wish I could tell you that there's a way I could turn you back, but there's not. The only way it could get you out of this nightmare is to destroy you. But you guys know how to do that yourself. Just walk out into the daylight. But I'm sure that's not what you came to see me about.
No.
No.
In light of our circumstance that we've been forced into,
As you
I'm
start
sure you're
saying
aware
this,
of-
the blonde teenage girl starts walking over towards you guys, just a little bit slowly, but she's walking over towards you guys. Okay, continue.
okay, I'm sure you're aware of the conflict going on right now among our kind and all the destruction it's causing.
Yeah, you guys are killing each other all over the place.
Mhm.
Well, the way we see it, the only way that we can bring some order back into the situation and ideally push out the more tyrannical of our kind is to get back Prince James. I'm assuming you're familiar with his name at least.
No, I've never heard of them.
No.
Long story short,
How does
group
Emily react to him
decided
saying,
to
"I never heard of
create
him"?
That's a good
She doesn't
question.
really have a reaction.
Okay.
She never told them. She never told him about Prince James. So
Okay.
So you guys don't keep up with any of our politics?
to be honest, and that's when the girl pipes in, interrupts him, and says, "When we meet your kind, it's usually just to destroy you." She is standing
enough.
as absolutely tall as she can manage, and she's actually quite tall. She's about 6'4".
Jeez. That's beyond quite tall.
Yeah.
Is that 6'4"
I
with the
just-
heels?
No, she doesn't. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of heels because girl shoes almost always have fucking heels on them, but she's not
Right.
wearing heels. She's wearing boots.
Jeez.
Wherever you had them on.
Jeez, okay.
This is Victoria, Adam says, motioning towards her. She's my, kind of a cross between a bodyguard and a protege. Isn't that right, Victoria? I can smell it all over them, she says.
Oh, what?
And neither of them answer you, but Adam says, well, they can't help it. They are what they are. Again, and then she looks at Jessica and says, "The enemy." In answer to your smell what?
Hmm. Who is the enemy to you both?
The worm, she says.
The worm?
The worm. That's enough, Victoria. You go settle back over against your pillar back there. Everything's gonna be okay. Keep yourself calm. And she nods
What
her
does she
head.
mean when
She's like she doesn't have a choice. She just does what he says. But it's not that she doesn't have a choice, it's that she is recognizing leadership in the same way that an animal does. A pack animal.
What does she mean by the worm, Adam?
It's an ancient enemy of ours. You needn't worry about it.
You know, I specialize in anger.
So does she.
Well,
And it just
regardless,
sounds like it's- yeah.
the reason we came here is we just wanted to make sure that it doesn't seem like this is the case, but that the Lupines weren't giving safe harbor to Prince James.
Oh, no. No. In fact, If most of my people knew I was here talking with you now, I wouldn't be able to go home.
I see.
Unfortunate.
Most of us
didn't have a
most
full
of us
understanding
destroy you the moment we get a smell for you. So
Good to know.
we are not keeping him safe. We are not giving him sanctuary. Absolutely not. That's not to say that, you know, maybe we should. Maybe he's a cool guy and all, but no, we're not. No, I can promise you we're not. Even those of us with the heart of gold would not be offering shelter to one of you. I'm sorry to
Okay.
put that so bluntly.
No, it's okay.
I'm one of the most open-minded of us, and I'm hoping that a little bit of that open-mindedness can rub off. And he points his thumb sideways over at Victoria, as if the youth don't learn to let go of their hate and have an open mind, nothing's ever going to change, and things are never going to get better.
It's a good attitude to have.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
this was informative. I am new to
How old are you guys?
3 weeks.
Oh,
3 weeks.
oh wow. Oh wow, that's horrible. So 3 weeks ago, you guys were all turned into this against your will.
I'm actually a bit more new than the other, or older than the others, so they're even younger.
Wow.
By just a few
Wasn't
days.
turned against
too.
my will. It was either this or death. So
Okay, well, I mean, at least you weren't all turned against your will.
I guess you could say I was saved from death.
Okay. Maybe the guy that made you isn't that much of an asshole.
Oh, he's an asshole, but he's not that kind of asshole.
I know exactly what you're talking about, young man. There are plenty different kinds of assholes out there.
Yeah.
So, before we leave you be, just a quick question or two.
Go ahead.
How do you refer to yourselves? We call ourselves kindred. What do you call yourselves?
Garu.
Garu?
Yep. We are the Garu Nation. I am from the tribe known as the Bone Gnawers. We're kind of
Okay.
low caste on the totem pole of the Garu Nation. She, and he points his finger, is from a warrior tribe that is very interested in destroying your people.
I see. Well,
Sounds delightful.
And do you turn each other into Garu like we turn others into kindred?
No. No. I don't know how much of this I should be revealing to you, but it looks like you guys aren't the enemy, and maybe if I can... Maybe, since you're so young, we can keep you away from them. And... I don't know. It's too early to tell, but... Okay, so let me... We don't make other Garu, other werewolves. We breed. We breed with humans. We breed with humanity, and occasionally the Union will produce. Well, it still produces a human, but during puberty, the child may go through a change, and then we welcome him into the Garu Nation and begin his training as a warrior.
That's one hell of a puberty.
Oh yes, and unfortunately, it can be very violent and messy.
By the way, does Teen Wolf the movie exist in this universe?
Sure. Yes, it
All right,
does.
and that's why I go. So like Teen Wolf?
No, not like Teen Wolf. Violent, very violent, and in a lot of cases, they kill several people before we can get a hold of them. They have no idea what's going on. They're just full of rage and pain.
Yeah, that
Maybe
doesn't sound
something
as fun as
similar to
Teen
what
Wolf.
you guys go through when you're created.
Still a more humane origin than our own.
And unfortunately,
Yeah.
we can't breed with each other. We need to breed with humans.
You can't
Well,
isolate yourself.
I guess, let me phrase it a different way. We can breed with each other, and if a child is created from that union, the child will be Guru, 100%. But the child will be sterile and mutated.
Oh,
Oh, how
So
sad.
it's not something we want to do, and those children are very looked down upon in our society.
interesting.
So
Well,
are they less powerful than you are?
No.
Like, usually
No,
more
I mean,
powerful.
if you're talking about combat power, in some ways they may even be more powerful than us. There are
So are there any events that we may not have known about that, like that we thought we saw as mortals, but it was really one of them that you're talking about?
many.
well,
And I'm sure there are many events that happen as mortals that were instigated by your people as well.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I
many
just
more.
meant the mutated ones that you're talking about. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of level of dangerousness we're talking.
From them, not so much.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything they want to ask Adam?
think so.
What kind of razor do you use? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Then I guess I'll
Well,
end
he
with.
probably has a whole line of people behind us, so we probably should get going.
Yeah, there's still
Yeah,
some,
I'll just.
some families.
I'm just gonna end with. Would you mind if we exchanged cell phone numbers?
Well, I think I'm going to give him my card and just say,
Yeah.
I'm a therapist, and I'm actually really. It was kind of a sick joke on my Cyrus part, but I'm actually really good with helping people with fear and anger. So, if
Well,
you know anybody who needs it, I'd be happy to help them.
that, I don't know, I'd have to talk with you about it on a healing case to find out what you were trying to do. And he glances over at Victoria. To us,
That's fine.
rage is a weapon. So it does need to be controlled, does need to be sharpened and tuned, but it's not something that we deny, especially those of her moon sign. Her moon sign is the warrior. They are the greatest fighters of our people.
No, I
Wow.
can.
As
but
you
that's something
guys
we can
glance
talk about
over at
separately.
Victoria, as he's pointing at her and talking about her, she looks at Hector, kind of nods, like lifts her head, motioning towards him, and points at her hand where your hand is missing, and then shrugs her shoulders like, what happened? So if you want to talk to me, maybe we can get together sometime and see what you would do, and I'll decide whether or not that would be good for her.
Well, I'm not just offering for her, I'm offering for anybody who might need my help.
Most of us, and I'm going to say 99% of us, will kill you the second they smell you. And we can smell you from a mile away, even in
not-
human form.
I'm not. You help a lot of people who aren't Guru.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you mean, okay. Yeah, well, if you're willing to help them, that would be fantastic. They
I'm
don't
a bit of
have
a humanitarian, I
any
wouldn't have-
way to pay.
No, I'm a bit of a humanitarian, so I can, as long as I'm able to parse it out, then You know, I can take a case every now and then.
I like that, Miss Jessica. I like that a lot.
When Victoria looks at me in motions like that, I look over at her, smile, and say, "You should see the other guy."
And she got this big grin on her face, like yeah. And she lifts up her shirt inside her, because the jacket she's got open. So she lifts up her shirt and she shows you this wicked scar across her stomach that is claws.
Lord.
I go, show like a face of like respect and appreciation. I go, nice.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
All right, there's a bromance going on over there.
He leaves you his card as well. And he also says, Emily can contact me. I don't answer very quickly. We don't have cell service where we live.
Right. I'm also going to give him one of my police cards. Also. If there's any homicides you have any information about, you can always drop an anonymous tip.
Interesting. I don't know how I'd use that, but, the situation may come up. Thank you very much, Jack. So, how are you all feeling physically? I'm not sure I can do anything to help, but do you have a lot of pain?
The aches are getting better.
I'm sorry.
The hunger just never goes. I said that aches are getting better, just the hunger doesn't go away.
I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think your real food thing really applies to us.
Yeah, no. No, I suppose it doesn't.
Wish it did.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, I could go for a taco right now.
We have a lot of magical means, and I wish there was a way that I could help you, that I could save you, bring you back, but there's not. Our answer to you is to destroy you. So, I wish I had a better answer for you, but do what you can. Hold on to your humanity. Be good people. And stay the hell away from us. You never want to walk into a room and have one of us in there.
Advice taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad we don't have radar.
You guys have no way to sense us. It's interesting. We can sense you so easily.
That's just great.
Yeah, that's concerning.
I mean, it is a little bit difficult here in the city because there are so many things that smell like you. The worm taint is in everything. It's in the people. And he motions towards the people in line. It's in them, but in you it's worse. It's a lot stronger, and you're easy to pick out. But it's everywhere. This whole city is corrupt, suffering. And it's not just this city, it's every city. The end times are coming.
Oh,
Wow.
the end times.
The end times. Hold on to your humanity, and maybe there will be a place where you can fight for the good. I can't promise you that would be the situation. I can't promise you that you would ever be an ally with us, because so many of us don't even want to listen to what you have to say. But you could at the very least not be contributing to the problem and be helping in your own way.
Yes.
If you guys have anything you want to talk about, or if you ever need my help, feel free to give me a call. And like I said, I won't necessarily answer right away. There's no cell service where I live. But I do come into the city every once in a while on occasion, but it has to be quick. There can't be a lot of plans. I have a lot of enemies. And if I give them more than just a few hours notice, then we meet with the enemy when we get here.
What kind of enemies does a doctor make?
Being
Who wants
a
to hurt a
doctor.
doctor?
Being a doctor isn't the problem. Being Guru is the problem. We have a lot of
Hated
enemies.
because of who you are. Hated because of who you are. I know all about that.
Well, it's not just that. We're at war. There's a war going on. A war going on to protect the world from a force that means to corrupt and destroy it. And you guys were reborn on the wrong side of that war.
Okay.
Or no. It's been a pleasure.
It has.
Yes.
You know, I was a little bit worried what was going to happen tonight, but oh, I'm glad that I met you.
Likewise.
Guess for that, we'll walk off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily says, "See, I told you he was cool."
By the way, so I say respect to him, and then as I'm backing away, walking off, I look over at Victoria and give her a wink. Not too flirtatious, but just a wink, friendly.
Yeah, friendly, recognizing. Yeah.
Give her a wink.
She smiles and nods her head and winks. You guys are
Thinking
roughly the
internally,
same
I
age
could
too.
break
She's
him in
just a
half.
little bit younger than you. But
Yeah.
she's taller than you though. And she's built
Well,
like
that's a whole new
she's
world.
built like a fucking Viking shield maiden.
I think my guys are like 6 foot, right? Something like that.
Yeah, you're probably pretty tall. Okay. You guys make your way back to your trailer. And we're not gonna end the session. We're gonna end the night there. So the next night is when you're going to take off for Virginia on kind of a wild goose chase on just the hopes that maybe you'll learn anything that might lead you to Prince James. And who knows, there's the possibility he might be there, I suppose.
Country road.
Yep. So the next night, when you guys wake up, Speedy is there again. Just him. The rest of his coterie is not. And you guys, like an hour after you wake up, this old, beat-up Ford truck comes pulling up. It's like early 80s, one of those big-ass, heavy-duty Ford trucks. And
From
it
a
turns
metallic piss cover.
Yeah, and it turns around and starts backing up to hook up the trailer. And when the doors open from the passenger side, Miguel gets out,
Oh.
and from the driver's side, Randy gets out. And so Miguel goes walking over to you guys, and Speedy steps forward and greets him. They don't shake hands. They kind of start off with this staring contest. And then Speedy, just steps aside and lets him in.
All right. Miguel, it's good to see you. I'll give him a little bow.
So, Miguel's gonna come with us. He is, by all accounts, Jack's sire, and is officially responsible for Jack. However, and Speedy looks at Miguel. And Miguel's quite a bit taller than Speedy. Is a really short little Mexican guy. He's like 5'4". And he's... If he tries to feed you his blood, and he looks at Jack, I'm going to kill him. And he knows this. And he looks back at Miguel, and Miguel nods. That's the condition we have set. We're gonna... And Miguel says to Jack, we're gonna let your blood bond die. It's still gonna take a couple of months, but it will decrease. It will go away.
You mean it?
Yes. Absolutely mean it.
Yeah. I'm looking Miguel in the eyes, and I'm like,
Let me make a
I want to get a read on him.
subterfuge
Is he
roll.
being truthful with me?
I'm gonna make a subterfuge roll.
So I'll make
Yeah.
insight, wits.
Yeah, insight wits, and I'm gonna do composure and subterfuge. Let me find him. Ventru. Character sheet. Put that on. Take this off. Okay. Subterfuge and resolve. No, wait. Composure.
Bro, you're gonna wake up and this guy's gonna be bloody teabagging you.
Yeah. Okay. He didn't do very good. Okay, so you get... What was your roll? 3 successes?
3 successes.
Okay. You think... You're pretty sure he's telling the truth, but you're also of the opinion that he still might if the situation desires it, or...
If things change, he may
Yeah.
take that back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. His intention is to set you free, but if he needs you, he might change his mind.
Yeah, he's not making a promise here.
He's not, yeah, I mean, he kind of is, but he's not meaning it as a promise. But it is his current intention. He's not
Okay,
lying,
I'm gonna-
but he's, he's lying in
Not
the
because
form
he
of,
wants to.
oh, I'm never going to do that to you. So, yeah.
Okay. In that case, thank you so much. You don't understand what that means to me. I have a level of freedom back. And I'm gonna...
I do understand what that means to you, because ever since my sire died, Goldman has had me under his blood bond. It's kind of... The Camarilla are big into blood bonding. And you Anarchs, he looks over at Speedy, are not. And, I get that. You guys are all about freedom. But the Camarilla is more about making sure that the young guys don't fuck up. So, they blood bond us.
It means everything to me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
And when this is all over, and the bond is severed, that doesn't mean that I won't owe you a few favors for that.
Well, you'll still be under my wing. Well, half under my wing, because I guess the Anarchs are taking care of you now, but by Camarilla law, I'm still responsible for you for quite some time. So, yeah,
I
you
understand,
can
but-
stay here, but I have to keep somewhat of an eye on you. And make sure that they're not
You know
teaching
what I
you
mean.
wrong. And, yeah, I understand. Alright, well, let's get this shit going. And he points
We
over at
taking the
Randy.
trailer?
Randy's gonna do our day driving. Randy's hooking up the trailer. He says, "Yup, I'm gonna do the day driving.
Let's go 24 hours.
24 hours, and we should get there. It should take like I don't know.
2 days? 2.5?
Yeah, probably not even that long. I mean, I know how long Google says, but they there's no Google yet, so he can't tell you that. So he's estimating. Yeah. It'll probably take like 30 hours or so. Maybe a little longer. I mean, Randy has to take breaks to do that piss stuff that we used to do. How are the rest of you guys doing? Mila, Jessica, Hector?
Open.
Good.
What's up, Holmes?
What's up? How you been doing, Hector?
Can't complain. You?
Well, you guys kept kicking me out of here every time I came to visit, so I got a little bit of complaints. He glances over his speed, but you know everything's okay given the situation. I haven't had to kill any Bruja yet, so that's good. Oh, I don't mean that. Yeah, when you give that little. I don't mean it like trying to intimidate you or nothing. Man, the Bruja are not getting along with us.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. They don't think Goldman should be prince. And you know, in all honesty, your clan is kind of about like rebelling against shit no matter what the hell it is, so it's kind of expected.
You ain't lying, dog.
Yeah. I think we were gonna have to deal with them no matter, you know. I think if Vincent became prince, half of the Bruja would rebel against him. So, you know, it just happens. Like I said, so far I haven't had to kill any. I have had to bounce a couple. All right, let's get this show on the road. Show me your trailer. Where am I sleeping?
Jeez. You don't know much about it either, so
I mean, you guys have been
just
here
a
for like
janky
a
blacked
week
out
now,
trailer,
so,
right?
Yeah, it's just the windows are blacked out. It's just
Alright.
it's just an old fucking trailer from the 70s, 60s or 70s, and it's not in really great condition, but it's gonna survive the trip. I mean, it ain't any worse than the truck is.
All we need to do is make sure it keeps the light out.
Yeah, you already are. I mean, you've been living in there for a week.
Yeah.
Has Jack healed, by the way, from that burn?
Yeah.
Yeah, he healed it that night.
Or that night.
No, like scar is gone and everything?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got recently burned by some sunlight, Miguel, so I'm been
Wow.
particularly anxious about
Yeah,
it.
you gotta be careful about that sunlight, man. That shit's a bitch.
Yeah, just a little sliver.
I told you, man. Yeah. It's kind of hard to, you know, it's kind of hard to fully understand it until that shit touches you, ain't it?
Yeah. Now I know how the ants under a child's magnifying glass feel.
Yep. Oh. Okay. Anybody else have any scene or anything you want to do when we start driving?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's see if make sure that I went over
Anybody know
everything
any
I
good
wanted
card
to.
games?
Anybody what?
Know any good card games?
Oh.
I got
Car
it.
bingo.
Hey Randy, did you get that Uno deck I told you? And Randy pulls it out of his pocket and throws it at him.
No, dude.
We got Uno.
Okay, we playing normal or are we gonna shake up the rules?
First, we gotta pick who's driving the first leg of this thing. Randy's got the day shift, so he's gonna have to sleep in here somewhere. So I guess we'll have to be a little bit quiet, but
Well,
nah.
I suggested it, so I guess I can be first.
Okay, you go drive for
On
a
to
couple few
Dallas.
hours. When you get kind of bored or sleepy or whatever, then you just let one of us know, and one of us will take it.
Yeah, I'll at least take the leg to Dallas, and then maybe we can swap out on the journey
Dallas,
to Memphis.
Dallas is 10 hours.
Yeah.
So
Oh
That's a
yeah,
long
Texas
ass
is
fucking time.
big.
Texas
Yeah,
is big.
Texas is huge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to think of it in terms of
Yeah.
Tennessee,
like
west to east.
half of the drive from here to Virginia, and where Charlottesville is where we're going practically, is Texas. Half of that distance is Texas.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Big state.
I mean, we are pretty much going across Texas from the widest fucking part that you could go across Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Hector might be in danger.
Why?
Oh, I thought you said. My bad. Widest.
WID.
Oh, all right.
Distance, not color.
Gotcha.
Okay, so your night goes uneventful. A couple of you take turns driving, whatever. Who drives? I mean, Miguel is a good driver, and Jack is a good driver, and Randy's a normal-ass human driver.
Well,
It's just a normal truck, right? Or is it a semi?
No, it's a normal truck. It's an old pickup.
Hector's a good driver, but he's got a lead foot. He's 18.
Yeah.
Or he was,
Yeah, he can
he's 18.
he can have his go at it too. Yep. Okay.
And also, by the way, now that he's getting comfortable with this group, now his 18-year-oldness is kind of showing out a bit more.
Yeah, he's
so
he's starting to feel more relaxed and not
Yeah,
watching
so now
everything he says.
yeah, like he'll be more of like your typical, maybe a little bit annoying to older people, 18-year-old on a long car trip.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Are we there?
Because he'll get bored and start doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we need Uno.
All right. If you guys
Where's my
want,
Game Boy?
you can all roll 1d10 and see who wins Uno. If it matters.
It does.
Alright, hang on.
Well, I'm not winning and I'm not losing with a 5.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go back to the computer.
Sorry, I kind of put it down. Let me get over there.
I know me.
Put it down. Alright, wait, how do I do this again? How do I roll?
Slash
There's a dice roll on the left
1d10.
bar.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just
The 1d10?
Yep, 1d10.
Bam!
Hector's winning.
Told y'all motherfuckers, this is my game!
Hold on.
Draw 4, skip! Draw 4, skip!
And
Oh my gosh! I got 1.
Jessica got a 1, so she didn't do very well.
Uno, motherfuckers, and that's how
Milo
you
roll
say
yet?
it.
No. I'm having to start or refresh it real quick.
Pick a random number between 1 and 10.
7.
All right.
Hold on a minute, I'll roll.
Okay.
10. Wheel. Okay.
No.
All right. The
I
girls
don't even
don't know
know
how to fucking play Uno. I mean, they understand the rules of it, but they don't understand the,
The strategy.
the strategy or
This game's too hard.
Uno's known for its
how you
complex
attacking
play.
each other with it and stuff. Yeah.
It's too violent to
Uh-huh.
me.
They don't want to put a red on a red because it's too matchy match.
Okay. And the next night, who's driving the next night? Nothing happened. Your sleep went by uneventful, which is thank God because there's a fucking sun out there. So
Yay.
if Randy gets like, the cops have to investigate his fucking trailer or something, you guys have to kill the cop. Well, you actually, I mean, that's if any of you could wake up. Like Randy has to kill the cop.
Yeah, and in reality, I mean,
Yeah.
we were joking about this before, but it really is a liability to have somebody with brown skin driving in through some of these towns. We're going to Virginia, right?
Yeah, we're going to Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe in Texas.
We can keep
much
Hector
more
out of the
normal.
rotation.
So,
I can
yeah.
turn into a regular looking person now.
Did you take that?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe you were gonna take the other one. The
No, I just take that one out. Seems
Cool.
more fun.
So yeah, so you can appear as an unmemorable regular person in any situation where one would be.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So who's driving as you guys are in Virginia?
I mean, I guess I can.
Okay. Yeah. So Jack's driving, and you guys get to the town that you're looking for, which is, I don't know, just right outside of Charlottesville. What was the town called? I forgot.
Hickory Grove.
Hickory
Yes.
Grove. Okay, so you get here, it's like 3 in the morning. What do you want to do?
Are we at the town or are we at the residence?
You're at the town. You can go to the residence if you want. It's the old Clark Winery. Though
Okay.
your investigation showed that the winery isn't really a winery anymore, but it was a winery. Now it's just
3 in the morning is like high noon for us.
now it's just a pretty nice house with a big old winery yard.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably at least park Randy somewhere, or is he asleep in the back?
He's asleep in the back.
All right. I'm gonna have someone else be in like my driver's seat. All right. We're looking for Clarkway Trail. Clarkway Trail.
Yep, you find it.
Okay. How big is this winery?
It was a pretty decent-sized winery back in the day. Now it's, it's pretty much just a house now with a big unkept winery.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We do a drive.
It's been decades since it's been a winery. And it's pretty much just a house now with the land to be a winery.
Okay. I guess first we'll just do a little drive-by to try to...
Okay. Yeah, all the lights are off. It is...
Is there a car in the driveway?
There's a couple. Oh, it's like I can...
Okay.
So your investigation showed that the... Okay, so we'll start with Milton Clark. He was the founder of Milton Clark Ford that sells Ford cars. And he founded that in like the 40s. And he's still alive. His son now runs the Milton Clark Ford, as well as 3 other Clark used car dealerships. And his son is in his 50s. He is married to Samantha. They have several children, but most of them have grown up and are away either at college or away with new lives. They have one son who's a teenager and is still at home. He's 17, and his name is James. He is James Clark.
Interesting. On the cars, if I can look at their license plates, are any of them showing as a Texas plate?
No.
Okay.
Damn, that would have been great.
Yeah. Okay, we know what it looks like. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna sort of get the gang together. We're not when we're in view, but why don't some of us do some investigation into the property, not the home itself, but around, while the rest of you wait, like the street down or so. And if we can't find anything after some observation, try to get any clues, I can try a little manipulation.
I can go invisible and kind of like try and, peer through the windows and stuff and see if I see anything.
Not a bad idea.
That's a good idea. Why don't we start
I can
with
stay
that?
with the truck and trailer and keep an eye on our on Randy.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Hector, do you want to
Randy-
come with me in the...
Okay. Randy and
Winery
Jessica
area.
stay in the home.
Yeah, I'm
stay in
down.
And Hector and Jack go, search through the winery for like any hidden shit.
Yeah,
all the
or-
plates are all the plates Virginia plates, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And okay, and Mila goes up to the windows to take a look inside. Okay, Mila needs to make a rouse check
For the invisibility.
for invisible passage or unseen passage, whatever it's called.
And I can put on the other thing too, but it's not making noise, right? So they
Yes.
won't hear me like if I step and leave or something.
Yes.
Or they wouldn't hear me. I don't know.
Yeah, and
They
you can
don't-
turn that on without a rouse check. So you just need the one rouse check. Hunger gain.
Of course.
Hungry girl.
Okay. Alright, so we'll start with Mila. You get up
Okay.
to the windows and you're looking inside, and all the lights are off. Everybody's asleep. But it's, you know, there's like a main hall as you go in through the main doors, and then there's stairs on both sides of the hall that go up to the second floor. So it's got like an openness. And in that, you know, it actually looks like it's very well taken care of. Everything is clean. But that's, you know, that's pretty much what you see right now.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, let's go to Jack and Hector. Are you guys cooperating or did you separate to look around?
I mean, how big is this area?
It's like 70 acres.
Oh,
70 acres?
Yeah.
You want to split up, Hector? I'll cover the... Is there any abandoned, like, areas, like, where there's still structures?
There is a pool house. And then there is, I don't know. What else? What else would they have? Like, fairly rich people, but not rich people. They got a lot of land, but there's no girls living here. So there's like an old stable that hasn't been used for like 10 years.
Okay. I think me and Hector could stay together for
Okay.
the structures, and then after that, we may split up to cover the rest of the property.
You find a wine cellar opening like on the side of the house.
Oh. Is that accessible?
Yes. There's a
I'm
lock
go-
on
I'm-
it. There's a lock on it, but that doesn't mean much. Hector can just
Can I
rip
pick a
the-
lock?
You could pick a lock, but Hector is now able to just rip it off.
That would cost me though, right? That would cost me a rouse check.
Yeah, I think it costs you a rouse check, and plus then the lock would be broke too, so it gives
Yeah.
like a
Alright.
clue that someone was here.
Let's-
So if he wants to try to, it is a larceny and dexterity roll.
Okay,
wanna
let me
pick
try
it.
that. I have one point in larceny.
Cool.
Ooh! Nice.
Yeah, you got that fucker open real easy. But
I look
Alright,
at him with
then I'm gonna give
admiration.
cops, man,
And I
cops.
give a quiet shush to Hector, and then actually, can we get Mila back with us?
You don't see her.
I
Good
mean,
point.
yeah, but I'll like when I get close, I'll just be like, "Hey, I'm here."
Okay.
Shit, you startled me.
I'll tell them like,
Yeah,
what-
you have to whisper or you'll reveal yourself.
So we just a freaking whisper in her ear. No. You gotta stop doing that, Mila.
We should get
Well,
Mila to. I'm here. Oh shit.
Let's.
Well, I
How
got
did you get
hungry, so
stuck?
I don't want to have to do it again.
Right. Let's be quiet going down these stairs.
Okay.
We'll
Yep. You go
go into the
downstairs.
cellar.
It's dark. There is a
We
light
can see
switch.
though, right?
Nope.
Oh, we don't have dark vision. Okay.
Nope. You don't have
No.
dark vision. There is a dark vision power.
Right.
None of you have it. It's level 1 animals.
Okay.
All right. At this point, I'm gonna tell him, "Hey, look, hold back." I'll just whisper to him, "Hold back. I'm gonna check it out." I'm pretty good at breaking and entering.
Okay.
I could. So I'll go down on my own and just being careful to sneak, because now I have this larceny, house breaking.
Yep. Yep. That would have been.
Okay.
That would have given you the bonus die for picking that lock.
Yeah, I should have used it back then, but I mean, I was just like, "Oh, well, let's see what Jack got."
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You can make
I guess
a
what I'll
stealth
do
roll if
is
you want. Make a dexterity
Yeah.
and stealth roll.
I'm gonna quietly shut the cellar door, but I'm gonna stay at the top of the stairs, and I guess I'll whisper to Mila, keep a lookout outside.
All right, so when I submit the dexterity and stealth roll, and does my housebreaking larceny add anything
because
to
you're
that?
not doing larceny. No.
Oh wait, well, then what's the point of me having? I mean, the whole reason I have this thing is so I can break into people's houses and threaten
Yes.
them or feed off of them.
Yes. On larceny rolls, it will help.
Larceny is stealing.
Well, larceny is all kinds of stuff. But yeah. Uh-huh. But it's not the
okay.
stealth part.
It's more narrowly
That's a
focused.
fun word to say, larceny.
Larceny. Yeah, you're sneaking your way in there pretty good. It's very dark, and you don't really see anything. So you're kind of feeling your way around.
Let me flip that.
There's a lot of wine down here. It's cold.
Too bad those bottles ain't filled with blood.
Maybe they are. If they are, it's cold. You don't smell blood.
Can I grab one of those bottles and pop the cork?
Yep. It's wine.
Do I get that from? Do I have to? I just want to smell it. So yeah,
You
it smells
smell
like
it,
wine.
it's
right?
wine.
So
Yeah.
I just put the cork back and put it back.
Who broke the seal
With
on
no-
my 67?
Yeah, exactly. My 18-year-old non-appreciative of good wine stuff. So, I just put the cork back in and put it back, bro. It's fine.
Yeah, he does have a
Nobody
teenage
will
son,
know.
so that's who's going to get blamed for it.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
gonna get the
remember
shit.
doing that, Dad, but it kind of sounds like something I'd do. That's all. It's not that big of a room, and there's just quite a bit of wine in here.
All right. I see
There's
a light switch or
probably a
something.
couple $100,000 of wine in here.
Nice.
And of course, it's
Worthless
too
to me.
dark. You don't know how old anything is.
Okay, can I find a light switch?
Yes.
All right, I flip the light switch
Okay.
and look around.
Yep. It's a wine cellar.
Anything?
Nope, you don't see anything.
Nothing at it. All right, I'm like, hey, Jack, it's clear.
Okay, I'm gonna walk on down. Is there no door that goes to the upstairs from here at all?
No.
Okay, good. Good. So it's actually isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Look, hey, there's no blood in those bottles. I already checked. It's wine.
Darn it. Oh, I'm not there.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and just see if I can find any. I just want to check for like false door, like a false wall or something.
Okay.
Like just
Make an
anything.
investigation and I don't know, intelligence. Make an investigation and intelligence roll.
Yeah.
Or resolve. If you have better resolve, you could do that. Well, you got 5. That's
No,
it.
I'm.
Okay. There. I don't know. No. It'll just add for no fucking reason. So no, you don't find anything.
Okay.
I was like, there could be like
He's
an
like,
entrance to
should I waste their
underground
time?
railroad caves down here or something, but no, then we're just adding extra stuff for no fucking reason. Let's not do that.
Alright.
That would be cool though.
Yeah.
Looks like there's nothing in the cellar. I have to check the rest of the property.
Hey, so does my I have that like super speed
Yep.
trait,
Mhm.
but does it make me like actually run faster like the Flash, or is it just like speed of like reflexes?
What is it?
It's not rapid reflexes. It's the next one. I'm sorry. I'm pouring myself a drink in the next room, so I don't remember what the. It's so rapid reflexes is one of them.
Yeah.
What's that?
Let's see. Celerity 2 is fleetness. Let's see what fleetness says.
Fleeing. Right, that's the one.
The mastery of
Sounds like I'm super
celerity
fast,
now
but then-
allows the vampire to move and react with dizzying speed. That's all it says. And add the celerity rating to the user's dice pool for non-combat dexterity tests. That's pretty much what it is. It's just, it's not so much movement. That's what blink and traversal both are, which are the level 3 powers. If you want to read about them, I have them in the folder.
Yeah, but then if it's just like fast reflexes or like fast movement, then what's the difference between rapid reflexes and that?
Okay, so game mechanics wise, fleetness lets you add your celerity rating to dexterity checks, and rapid reflexes allows you to dodge bullets, as it allows you to not have a penalty on your dodge shot when people are shooting at you and you have no cover.
Okay. So they both kind of do the same thing. They just enhance the same kind of ability.
Yeah, in different ways they enhance natural speed and agility and reflexes. Yeah.
But it doesn't make me actually faster in a foot race necessarily.
No.
Which is weird.
I mean,
Because physiologically, if I can move all my limbs.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a little bit. You're a little bit quicker. Like just.
Because like if I can move my legs a lot faster, then that means I can run a lot faster.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's your dexterity is 4?
I think it's. Did I up?
Okay. So
Did I pick
anyway,
one to up? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what it does, it allows you to move as if you have dexterity, your celerity higher. So you are supernaturally quick if you are at 6 dexterity, because a human can't be that quick. However, with both of the level 3 powers, you fucking zoom so fast that people think you're teleporting.
Okay.
You're not
Yeah, no,
teleporting.
dexterity is
my
my dexterity is 3.
Yeah, so 3. So it makes you, with fleetness, you have a dexterity of 5, which is like Olympic level dexterity. So
He can move
And
so
that
fast,
affects
so
my
it's like
actual-
he's teleporting.
yeah,
Oh, that's if I have the.
that's with 3, with both of them. One is blink, which allows you to cover blink is a combat move. It allows you to cover the distance so that you could pop some guy in the face without taking an action to get there.
That's like Nightcrawler from X-Men.
And then the
Like
other
Rock Lee
one,
speed.
traverse, allows you to like run super fast, where you can run on top of water and you can run up walls, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get back
gonna be
out of the
some pretty
cellar.
cool shit.
And if we could just check the other parts of the property, and then I want to.
Yeah, so I guess the reason I was asking about this is, do you guys want me to like throw my super speed on? I mean, it's not really super speed, but a lot like Olympics type, Usain Bolt type
But
speed,
I
and
think you need to
run
be
around the.
investigating stuff, like looking for like hidden doors underneath the grass, and I think that's what he's wanting
Okay.
more than let's just
Yeah.
run around.
Okay, because I was thinking like run around and see if I see like a structure with a light on or some shit like that. But
you could do that.
it's probably
too.
not. It's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
worth
if you
the
want to do
rouse
that, go
check,
for
then.
it.
It's just that it'll be a rouse check.
Cover
and
the
I
whole
probably don't.
property quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is, I mean, is it worth the rouse check? If we're gonna have to cover the property anyway, investigating, then is it?
Oh, I forgot to
Man.
tell you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go back real quick and have a very, very
Okay.
short scene with Miguel telling you guys as you guys are starting the drive, and he tells you, so we're gonna be driving for a while. We don't have access to food really, so you guys need to be careful rousing your blood. Don't waste it on frivolous, unmeaningful things, because it's not so easy to feed out here. All right, now we're back. You had a quick, as you were
would've said,
thinking
that's
about
cool, if
that,
we
you
get
had
hungry.
a quick flashback of Miguel explaining to you guys that don't waste your blood on stuff.
And at that time, I joked, "That's cool. If we get hungry, we'll just feed on Randy."
Yeah. And he was like,
With Randy said,
we can do that. And then Randy's like, because he knows you can, because you fucking did.
"Oh man."
God, being a ghoul sucks.
Okay. Milo, what are you
I'm just
doing?
messing with you, Randy.
Are you going to help them
But upstairs.
search the 70 acres of land for maybe other structures or hidden shit that might be overgrown? Or you want to sneak in the house?
I wanted to say sneaking in the house is like the last thing.
Yeah, and we don't know if there's
I'm
an
go-
alarm system or what either.
Well, what does larceny mean then? Like, because if
Picking
only got
lock.
There, I'll pull it out for you.
yeah, I mean, from a straight normal use of the word, larceny is literally taking things, like running in and stealing.
Yeah.
Computer. What is the definition of larceny?
Larceny is usually defined as the wrongful taking and carrying away of the personal goods of another from his or her possession with intent to convert them to the taker's own use.
Wow, that's a really big definition of take stuff.
Stealing stuff.
This skill entails familiarity with the tools and techniques for picking locks, planting bugs, deactivating standard burglar and car alarms, manual forgery, hot wiring automobiles, or even safe cracking, as well as countless forms of breaking and entering. Characters also use it for setting up unbeatable security systems or deducing how and where systems failed in a break-in. Ventru probably call this skill security. These days, most high-end security systems features well, that's 20 years later. So with 1 point in it, you can pick a simple lock or a careless pocket. With 5 points in it, you can get into or out of the vault of multinational bank.
Yeah, I literally have no points in it. I just have the skill. Some
Yeah,
of
you
the
just have the
specialties.
skill. Yeah.
So what does that
Oh.
mean?
It means like you're a little barely familiar with picking locks and recognizing home security systems.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, this has that sign that says it's protected by so and so security system, so they probably have a security system.
When I do soaring leap, do I land heavily?
I think so. It doesn't change your
Oh.
weight at all, so you should, yes.
I only weigh so I looked at my guy 6'1", 185.
Yeah, I don't
so-
think
so-
it talks about you don't land heavily like the Tick where did you ever see that? Where he's jumping on
I
buildings
think I
and
saw a
fucking them
couple
up. No, you don't.
No,
fuck
like
up
the reason I'm
buildings.
asking is like I want to break and enter the house, right? But I kind of want to do it from the top floor. So like I just want to jump up there, land on the roof,
Yeah,
and then, but I,
think-
You can just hop off my shoulders.
I think
right.
I think you could do it softly.
Okay, because I
As
don't
long
want to
as
land
you
on the
are
roof. And somebody goes,
attempting
"What the
to do
fuck
it
was that?"
softly. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because it's a free roll for me. It's a free. It doesn't cost us anything. So
Okay.
so thanks for the offer, Jack. But I think I'm good.
Okay. So I don't remember. We got distracted. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
I'd like to head for the house.
Okay.
Okay.
Occam's razor.
Okay, Mila,
Mm-hmm.
get on my shoulders. We're getting you on the roof with him.
Okay.
Okay.
After he opens the door, I want you to be the first in. Stay invisible.
There's no doors on the second floor though. It's gonna be windows.
Yeah, it's windows. There's a balcony, I guess, in the back
Oh,
Can-
overlooking the vineyard. Or I mean,
Can-
originally.
plantation style house. I
Yeah.
see.
Can he determine if there's an alarm system on the house?
Either of you
I
can
mean,
make
I have this-
anyone can make a larceny roll to see if there's a and yes, there is. We're gonna assume that you all kind of checked and made
Okay.
there is an
Mhm.
alarm system. Yes,
So now we gotta disable that shit. Where is?
But
Like,
it's
can
a-
we find where it is?
it's a 2000 alarm system, so it's not it's not really
Cobra.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so back in the car. We've got Jessica and what's his name? Randy.
Randy?
So you guys have been in
Randy
there
the-
already for like 10
Rando.
minutes, and Randy's like, tapping his hands on the steering wheel. So, what do you do?
I'm a therapist.
Really? You like therapize people and shit?
You therapize people.
Head shrink?
I specialize in helping people get through anger and anxiety
Cool.
and fear.
That's cool.
I love Rain.
Yeah. And keep in mind, it's like 3 in the morning now. Jessica's phone goes off.
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Okay,
Or
so
hello.
you're more familiar with how this works or not, but you are being forwarded a phone call from... I don't remember what her name was. Just a second.
This is a call from a correctional facility. Hey, it's your ex-boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
What you doing?
Okay, where to go?
This is a call
Anita
from-
Hernandez.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, Miss Jessica?
What's going on?
I'm sorry for calling so late. My boy Hector just had a... Oh, no, wait. Hector's that guy. What the fuck was her name? Carlos. Hector's serious, Jessica. Carlos. He told me... He says that his father was an angel, a demon. He used both words actually. He said that his father was on fire and threatened to burn and kill him. And that's what he's so scared of. He just told me right now he woke up screaming. I got him back to sleep though.
All right. Did you make sure he's got his dinosaur drawings near him?
Yeah, he has a bunch. Yeah. What do I do?
Okay.
I mean, what do I do?
Well, you got him back to sleep. But what else did he tell you about that?
He said that he said that Carlos was going to kill him. That's what he said. He said that Daddy told him he was going to kill him. And that Daddy was on fire and had huge angel wings.
That's creepy. Okay. Well, you're keeping an eye on him, but yeah, he just needs to have all of his safeties near him right now.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess I did right then.
Yeah. No, the thing is he's actually talking to you now, so that's huge
Oh
progress.
yes, yeah. He opened up a little bit, from the moment that we got home. So, and it's been a little better. It's been a little better every day.
No, just keep up with the open-ended questions. Give him alternate ways to communicate you if that doesn't include talking, and don't belittle anything he tells you. You're doing great.
Thank you, Miss Jessica. When can we see you again? When can he see you again?
Probably here in a couple weeks. Go ahead and make an appointment with
Molly.
With Molly.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Miss Jessica.
All right, you're welcome. Get some sleep.
I'll try. Okay. You guys are on the roof now.
Okay. Here's a question about alarms. In 2000, do alarms still do they call the dispatch center?
I believe they do.
Okay. And we've identified that there's an alarm. Hold on, before Hector, before you jump on the roof.
I think it's wired and not a Wi-Fi call.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Is there any way we can stop the alarm from going out?
if you can cut it or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Make a larceny roll.
Well, here's the thing: is I'm thinking of an alternate potential plan. Is that we have Mila or Hector like break a window in the back to make the alarm go off, and then but then the police will come. Okay, if we cut the wire, will the alarm still go off, but it just won't go through?
I'm trying to.
I'm wanting to like show up as a
Make
fake
an
police
intelligence
officer.
and larceny roll.
Okay. I want to show up as a fake police officer so that I can say, I'll check to make sure no one's inside and then search their whole house.
Okay.
Great. I have knowledge of this.
Guess what specialization you didn't take?
I mean, I got pigeonholed into criminology.
No, I mean subterfuge impersonating a police officer.
Hey, I can be a normal
I have 2
everyday
points in
looking.
subterfuge.
What'd you say, Lynn?
Oh, but I said I can be an everyday normal looking person to
Yep.
be a cop. But I already used some blood and got hungrier. I'm at 3, so I don't know if we want to do that.
I mean, I have 2 points in subterfuge.
Yeah. Milo, you can
So-
sneak in there and feed off somebody. Okay, so you think that
That's
if you
true.
cut it, it will cause an alarm to go off in the house, even if it doesn't manage to send it. Unless you cut it in the right place, and you're not sure where that is, you'll have to get lucky. If you cut it in the right place, maybe no alarm or call will happen.
All right, I'll relay this to Hector and Mila, and then what do you guys think?
Hector doesn't have like knowledge on alarms and stuff with his larceny thing.
Yeah, a little bit. He's
Where he
just
might
barely
know-
learning it, but he's got
Right,
0
but
plus
he might
specialty.
know he might know how this is a common alarm system. If you cut this wire, we'll be fine.
Yeah, with 0 plus, he has to make an intelligence. He has to make the exact same roll: intelligence plus plus his 0 larceny plus his 1 specialty.
Can we work together on it?
Yeah, and then you get plus 1 die,
Okay.
as if you
Let's
had
do
a
this shit
specialty.
like a
You do
Team
it together.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
Ready,
So since he already made the roll, if Hector's helping, roll 1 more die.
I'll just stand behind him and go.
And also keep in mind, you can spend willpower to re-roll failed dice. Okay,
This
so
is
now
7.
you have 4 successes.
Where's the fun in that?
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty sure if you cut this wire, there will be no message, or there will be no message and no
alarm.
alarm, as long as you have to like do this and then that and then cut the wire. You have to do everything in the right order and not fuck up. So you have to make a dexterity and larceny roll to accomplish that. But you could make no alarm or call go off. You could make the call go off, or you could make the alarm go off. There are 3 different ways you could have it go. And then you could also fuck up and both things happen. There are 4 different ways it could go.
Okay.
And you'll have to make a dexterity and larceny check to fiddle with it to attempt to do
Yeah.
whichever one you choose.
Okay. All right, Hector, Mila. I have an idea of which wire I need to cut. I think it'd be best if we cut it to where the alarm doesn't go off and the police don't get called. You guys good with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm cool with the police not getting called.
Okay.
Although I am
in case you guys have an alternative plan, I'm gonna try with this, but if it goes off, I feel like we should be ready to run.
Okay.
Okay, so you're trying to do the hardest one, right? Where nothing happens.
Yes.
Okay. No call is made and no alarm goes off. Okay. This is going to require 4 successes. Dexterity and larceny.
Well, I rolled 3 dice.
Okay, then maybe you want to have Hector do it.
How many dice do I get?
Dexterity plus larceny. 3 plus 0, and then since it's home breaking in, you get plus 1. So you get 4 dice.
So I have to make all 4. Can I? If I rouse my blood,
Well, you can willpower.
Yep, you can rouse your blood to raise your dexterity by 2, and you can also use willpower to reroll failed dice.
Do both.
wait. So hold on. So so the roll is a dexterity roll.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So I got 3 dexterity. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'll rouse my
Dexterity
I'll rouse my
plus
shit.
your larceny, which is 0, but
Right,
in this
right.
particular case, you get your specialty
Yeah,
bonus, so
plus
it's
1,
4.
so that'd be 4.
And then
Yes,
you get
cool, I'll
plus 2
rouse.
dice from rousing your dexterity, and you'll also have to make that rouse check.
All right, I'll do
You
the
can
rouse check
always
now.
feed off Randy.
Exactly.
Yep, you
Where did you
Randy-
did not get hungrier.
Nice. Randy can't. I got Randy candy in the truck in case I do that.
Randy Candy's gonna be mine, apparently.
Yep, so make
Alright,
the
and
larceny,
If
dexterity,
I can help him, I will.
and then add, and he's helping you, so add 4. That's 1 that was from the specialty, 2 that was from the bonus dexterity, and another 1 that's from Jack helping.
More money, more money. It's a second attribute. Do I need a second? What's the second attribute? Do I have a second?
Larceny.
attribute?
Larceny and dexterity.
Then you add 4
wait,
as
I
a
did that
modifier.
wrong. I did that wrong. Okay, so larceny, attribute, dexterity,
Plus 4.
and 4 is a modifier.
And you have this bonus to dexterity for the entire rest of the scene.
Willpower.
Okay. You are
Oh, man.
1
Willpower.
success shy. So
Fine.
roll willpower. You will, if you spend a willpower point, you will re-roll the 2, the 1, and the 5.
Willpower reroll. Reroll 3 dice, right?
Yep.
All right.
You got 1 success. That's what you needed.
All right.
4.
Go Hector!
All right. And you're like, oh, this is gonna be tough. And then you cut this wire and hurry and cut that wire and whatever. You do stuff.
And then I laugh. I'm like,
Oh, shit, it worked.
just playing. I'm the shit.
Yep.
I'm the shit. I knew that shit was gonna work.
You're pretty sure the call didn't go to the police, and you're absolutely
Nah, I'm
sure
sure.
that there ain't no fucking alarm going off.
I'm 18 and I'm sure as fuck. Everything's cool, guys. Don't worry.
All right. All right, Milo, get on my shoulders. We're going in through the roof.
Alright.
Okay.
Call of Duty doesn't exist by this time, right? No, pretty sure it does.
I don't know.
Bro,
The first one,
I would have made a Call of Duty.
or Medal of Honor might
Think
exist,
so.
but I don't think it played online yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh well.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, things are starting to happen. Diablo 2 just
That's
came
fine.
out.
Nah,
Diablo 2
nah.
plays
Call of Duty
online.
didn't come out till 2003.
Yeah. Medal of Honor will have been out then. I don't know if it has an online mode.
I was just gonna say like something stupid, some kind of pop culture reference. I'll just say, yeah, let's get our Mission
Enter pop
Impossible
culture
on.
reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Insert pop culture reference here.
Okay. I'll help Milo get on the roof, and I guess I'm gonna stay on the ground level.
Okay.
And just keep an eye out. I'll call you guys if I see something going on inside. I guess I'll leave it to you, Milo and Hector, how you guys want to do it.
Either
but-
Milo or Hector roll a luck die. The lower you roll, the more chance they have a dog.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
gosh.
Okay. Well,
Roll
first
for
of all,
doggy.
I have the thing so they don't hear my footsteps on the roof.
Okay.
At least there's that.
Don't make us kill a dog.
No.
People, who cares but the dog?
What's a luck roll? What I do?
Just roll 1 die.
a
What,
20?
a 10?
A 10.
Oh, a 10. Oh, yeah.
That's lucky.
Ooh.
Since it's not a 10, we're gonna say they have a cat.
Oh, well, Cat doesn't give a shit.
No, a cat doesn't give a shit, and a 10 would have been they ain't got nothing.
Yeah, Cat could have been like, freaking, my owner's dying. It's like, well, that's
Yeah.
too bad.
Sucks to
they're
be
going
you.
out. They're going up to the guys and wanting to have them pet it and pay attention to me,
Yeah.
love me.
I think she's in the car.
Okay.
Okay. So, you guys
I
need
just
to
hang the
real quietly open a window, or are you just gonna bust through there?
Go quiet.
Let's stay quiet.
Hector can open the window with a dexterity and larceny roll.
Okay.
You only need 2 successes. You
Dexterity,
you automatically do it
larceny.
because you've got 7 dice now, so you automatically pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bam.
You are entering into a bedroom. There is a 17-year-old boy sprawled out on the bed with his one hand hanging off one side and one foot hanging off the other. And he's kind of snoring.
Oh man. He's got all his clothes on, right?
He's just in his tidy whities.
Did we both go in?
That's up to you. Probably.
Well, I'm
Unless
gonna
you want
go
him to
in.
open you another window.
No.
Din.
I'm gonna go
I just
in
like
because
throw
he
my
won't-
finger.
he
Oh,
won't
go ahead,
hear
go
my Sorry, he won't hear my footsteps or anything. So
No.
I'm just gonna go on in.
No. Hector needs to make a stealth roll. Dexterity and stealth. And keep in mind you get +2 to... Well, you pass. Don't worry about it. With
Okay.
5...
I just kind of flash her a look like, ew.
Well, I roll my eyes.
like
I roll my eyes
awkward.
going.
You're so stealthy just because of your dex right now. You're like, I see every crack in the floorboard.
Okay.
You can see the lotion by the nightstand and the opened magazine.
Yeah, there's a
Oh.
lotion by the nightstand and a crusty sock next to it.
No, not the crunchy sock.
The crunchy sock.
Okay, let's search for. You guys get on it. Search for Prince
Yeah,
James.
I'm
Let's-
TikTok out of this room.
Okay.
All right, let's get. Wait, I get a black light out. I get a black light out and start investigating the
The
room.
whole room is purple.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Alright, anyways, I his room, and then what?
Okay. Yep, you're in a hall. There are a couple of other bedroom doors. There's the stairs that go down. There are 2 sets of stairs that go down, both like on either side of the main hall
Alright,
to the first floor.
I'm gonna go down to the first floor,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna look for like another set of stairs or something that would go, or a door or something that seems like it might go down.
Okay.
Like
Make me a wits and alertness roll while you're
A
down
wit
there. Wits and
alert-
alertness. Like you guys' whole coterie is full of alertness.
Is it awareness?
Oh yeah, awareness. That's what I mean. Uh-huh.
Awareness.
Do I need to make it too, or is it just her?
Yeah. Are you
Wit.
going downstairs with her? Then you can make it. too.
Yeah.
Awareness and wit?
Yes.
Three successes.
Okay. And Hector?
Awareness.
And wits.
Wits. Where? I don't. Wait, oh, okay. These are both. No, wait. Oh, there it is. Awareness. Okay. Awareness and wits. Modifiers or no?
0.
Oh yeah, I get 2 because of my. Oh no, that's
No,
only
that's on
dexterity.
dexterity.
Right? Okay.
You got 4. Damn. Okay. So Hector's the one that notices it first as you guys come down. In the back wall that is between the 2 staircases, so it's like centered. You know, you come in the main door, and you have this hall, which is where they're like gonna throw parties and shit. And in the back wall, there's a bunch of old-timey portraits and pictures, and there's even a pistol box, which kind of reminds you of Prince James's pistol box that he had up on the wall, but it's older.
Wait, so the pistol box and what else? I'm sorry, you faded out.
A bunch of portraits and pictures that are like the photographs are brown and white, They're not the black and white that you're used to seeing from old photographs from like the early 1900s, late 1800s. These are older.
Does it look like James is any of them, or somebody that looks similar to him?
Yeah, you go closer.
Yeah.
All of these pictures have Prince James in them. He has like different hairstyles, different clothing styles, but these are all pictures of him.
All right, now I want to start looking for a basement door.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an investigation and intelligence roll. Well, you're not looking for a hidden door. You're just looking for a basement door. You do find a basement door, sure.
Door too.
You what?
I'm gonna look for a hidden door.
Okay, if you're looking for a hidden door, you can make an investigation and intelligence investigation. You guys do find a basement door.
All right,
I got
I'll
8
go.
successes.
You got a messy critical.
I got a messy critical. What is that?
Aha! Okay. So, we're just gonna go with your compulsion. Okay. So,
I'm gonna start going for Randy Candy.
Yeah, I
Nyla,
probably am gonna need to.
you are
Hold on, I gotta
searching.
go eat Randy.
You are
I'll be
searching
right back.
for a hidden door, and you don't find one.
Okay.
You're kind of upset. Your beast is rising in you, in the anger that you're not finding the answer that you're looking for, and you are stricken with the judgment compulsion. The vampire is compelled to punish anyone seen to transgress against their personal creed, taking their blood as just vengeance for the crime. For the scene, the vampire must slake at least one hunger from anyone, friend or foe, that acts against a conviction of theirs. Failing to do so is a 3 dice penalty to all rolls until this compulsion is satisfied or the scene ends.
Oh gosh.
If it's against my beliefs or against their own.
Against yours. You're
So
the
just-
judge.
So it would be hurting a kid, probably.
That would be
Or
hurting a kid.
Alright, well, I don't think we'll have that situation at this moment.
Yeah, that kid already hurt himself.
Yeah.
Oh!
He beat himself pretty hard.
Wow.
Alright. Does it go away when I feed, or it goes away until I do that?
It goes away after this scene, or
Okay.
if you feed from someone, taking their blood as punishment.
Right, okay. Alright. And I go up the
But you're
Meanwhile, I'm
also
walking
pretty
down the-
sure that there's no fucking secret door right here. Or in the basement. With your 8 successes, there's no secret door in the basement either. So the basement is like just full of useless, stupid old shit. Like someone's just storing crap in here. There's like different size boxes so that you can ship Christmas presents to family. And there's like an old fan and an old computer. You know, someone's just using this as storage for useless shit that they're never going to need, but are saving in case they do.
Hey, when you gave us the breakdown on the family, like, were we supposed to know that? Was that told to us in advance, or?
That's up to Jack. That's stuff that Jack found in his research before.
I would have shared that all with you guys on the way
All right.
and
So that's
reiterated
like,
it as we got
Okay,
closer.
I'm gonna look for any evidence that the family members think James is dead. Like anything like that would memorialize him or something like that.
Okay, so up there where the pictures are, if you look at the box that has the pistol in it, it has the pistol in it, and it says, "The gun that killed James Clark." Or the pistol that killed James Clark.
Did we determine that the gun shells that I had found were from a pistol?
Yes. They were from an 1880s revolver.
Oh shit.
And I have a phone that takes pictures, right?
Yeah. No, I don't
Alright.
know. Do you?
I don't know either. I don't
It's
know. if
definitely
they
not
take
very clear pictures if it
I
does.
was 17 in real life. No, I don't think they did take pictures. I think they just texted and called, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was more like you could play Snake on these phones.
Yeah.
And that was about the extent of
Okay.
it.
Well, no, some of the
And I
times
think
there-
there may have been if you were able to like Sestonn said you were able to take pictures. It
Here,
was
let-
very
let's see.
shitty.
There is, like,
the cameras were really good.
next to the box with the pistol, there's a newspaper article that's been, framed. And this
Okay.
is an
Old.
old newspaper article.
Well, what does it say?
What's it say?
Okay,
Are you
I'm not gonna. I didn't
Yeah.
write it, so
Like,
I'll just give you. The
You were waiting
summary
for
of
us to
what
say,
it says.
"Oh, that's cool." We put the newspaper article down without reading it and head back to the van
Okay.
and start
So-
fucking with Randy again.
It says that James
The
Clark.
18-year-old might do that.
Yeah.
He might just say, "I'm not reading.
Yeah, fuck that. I never hear her read.
I'm gonna go fuck with Randy some more."
James Clark, student
Oh,
of
God.
William and Mary University, slain in a duel, and it is dated November 5th, 1827.
Does it say who his dueling opponent was?
It does, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll just name that guy. Frankie
Schumacher.
Schumacher.
Okay. Huh. Well, dang.
Okay.
Just curious. Over what?
Okay, yeah, the article
was-
goes.
what was the
it
duel
was
about?
it was over a girl.
Does it say a lot? Of course.
Right?
And it goes on to say how, in this day and age, most duels do not end in killing. So this was, this was a rare thing.
Yeah, like what they did to Hamilton.
Okay.
They get shot and they're like, quick medical attention.
Yeah, or they just, shot to blood, or a lot of times, because I looked it up. I actually spent a couple of hours looking it up. A lot of duels, especially at this period, they just fired shots in the air, and so they didn't even shoot at each other. It was more about having the balls to go to a duel.
Yeah, that's why Alexander
Oh.
Hamilton got killed.
Mhm.
That's why I was like Alexander Hamilton fired his gun in the air and James
And then
Burr
the
shot
other
him.
shot, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, we dueled each other, but we both missed.
Yeah. That's what by the way, that happened about half a mile from my house.
Really?
Out where Alexander Hamilton got killed. Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Nice.
That is neat.
Okay, so what's going on?
Alright, I think then I'm gonna go back upstairs. And then, I'm still invisible, so I'm gonna really carefully, I'm sure there's another bedroom door.
Yep.
So just really carefully, as quietly as I can, open the bedroom door. If she wakes up, I'll just take off, because she won't see me.
So,
But-
you go inside, and it's a king-size bed, and it's got a man and a woman and a cat. And the cat sits up and looks right at you.
Mm-hmm. I assume.
Cats know.
Okay. Hector, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Trying to. Well, first of all, I have the animal kindred, whatever that is, skill, at least one level of it. But so it won't react as terribly to me. But I'm not walking in that room. I could just look around. I'm gonna try to look around and see if there's anything of interest real fast before.
It just looks like a bedroom. I mean, if you're wanting to steal some jewelry and shit, there'll be some.
I think. So we opened the door and the cat looked at us like that.
Yes.
Like I'm just thinking. Why don't we just
the
back
cat
slowly
meets
out
your
and close the
eyes,
door?
both of you. Even Mila, who was invisible, the cat sees. You're like 100% sure that the cat sees you.
Oh, wow. So...
Can I tell who the man is, or does he look anything like James?
He looks a little bit. A
Like,
little
it
bit.
could
They're probably
possibly be
related.
him?
No, it's not him.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like they're just related. Okay.
If
I'm
Jack
sorry to
shows
think
you
of the-
pictures, this is Edward Jason Clark.
Would Mila know if, like, cats can see her as invisible, or is this like a special power that...
Well, let's see. Jessica's cat could see her.
Okay. Wait, you mean, I mean when they're invisible?
Yes. Jessica's cat
Yeah.
was able to see her when she was... She lived with
I-
Jessica
Cats
for a
can
couple
just-
of nights.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I would
confused. Okay.
assume cats probably could, or at least sense it enough to know there's something right there rather than fully seeing it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'm
That's
just gonna slowly back away, making sure
Yeah.
that, you know, Mila's with me and close that door.
Same. Is there any other bedroom doors besides
Yes.
the top guy? Okay, so I'm gonna go to another door and just carefully open it.
Okay. Inside is an old man who's sleeping in his bed, and he's got one of those sleep machines to keep him from dying.
Okay.
Sleep apnea.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. And do I know who he is based on Jack
He
pictures?
is Milton Clark, Edward's father.
Oh, he's the one that... He's the car dealership one?
Yeah,
Or was
he's
that
the one that
something-
started the car dealership, which is pretty much where all of their family money is now, that they don't do the vineyard.
Okay. Alright. Is there any other bedrooms?
Yes.
Okay, I go to another one.
Okay, this is a girl's room. There's nobody in there. It's a
But it's
teenage
decorated like
girl's
a-
room,
But she's not in there.
but she's not in there.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
got like posters up of InSync.
She probably snuck out. Alright. Is there another one?
There's another room, yeah.
Okay, open that one.
It's clean. It's clean and the bed is unmade.
But
Kind of
there's
has
no
a guest room vibe.
Okay. But the bed's unmade.
The bed's unmade. No, the bed is made, sorry. The bed is
Okay.
made.
Oh.
Nobody's
Is
been
there-
in here.
I was gonna say, is there anybody's like stuff in there, or suitcase, or clothes, or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Alright. Any other doors?
No. I mean, downstairs there's the kitchen. And, well, there's a
Right.
bathroom door, but it's open.
Yeah, I assume we kind of checked all that.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we're pretty good to go back to Jack and kind of tell him what we saw or didn't see at this point.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want
Hector-
both of you to make me an intelligence alertness roll.
Awareness?
Awareness. See, in the old editions, there was both alertness and awareness was being able to see magical shit, and alertness was like everyday normal noticing crap.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I only got 2 successes.
Okay?
We're not very alerting for this.
Okay.
There's no modifier, right?
No. You guys could spend willpower if you wanted, but it's up to you.
And what? We gain 1 willpower back every game, or what?
You get your composure or resolve back, whichever's higher. Every session.
Oh, that's a lot.
So if my resolve is 4, I would get 4 willpowers back?
Yes.
Oh.
Spend some willpower.
Can I
Now,
do them in...
If that
can I
seems
do-
to be too much, I mean, you're with 4, you know, you're meant to be using willpower a lot. But if that turns
Yeah.
out to be too much, then we will switch and use the smaller of the 2 instead of the larger. Since we only play for like 2.5, 3 hours, and a lot of
can it-
games are 4 hours. So.
Can it work like if I say I'm gonna use 1 willpower and wait and see if I notice, and then use another one if I don't?
What? No,
Or-
you make the decision after you make the roll.
Right. But what I'm saying is if I say, okay, I'm going to use a willpower and raise it by 1, but the success is a 4.
Raise what by 1? What are you talking about?
You're just re-rolling the dice that you failed.
You can re-roll up to 3 of the failed dice, but not hunger dice. You do happen to have 3 normal dice that failed, though.
Right. And that would just take 1 willpower to re-roll those?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And that puts the line through it, right?
Yes.
And then I press WP re-roll,
Uh-huh.
and then I put 3 dice.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So now you have
2.
3 successes. 2 plus 1.
Okay.
Oh, you got 4.
Well, I was like, I had 2, so I have 4 now.
Okay, so as you guys are getting ready to leave, something stirs your brain, and you go back to where all of the pictures were.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back and you look at them again. Something looked familiar, and you're not exactly sure what it is. So you go back and you find it, and there is a picture that is dated 1825 that shows James standing with his arm around the shoulder of another guy that you've seen before. You're pretty sure the guy that he has his arm around works security at the hotel.
Okay.
Huh.
You said work security at the hotel?
Yeah. He was a security guard that you guys passed. You never really had a conversation with.
Have we
What?
seen him since the attack?
You haven't? No.
Take the picture.
I don't know if I want to take. I don't know if I want to take a picture because then they're gonna know someone was in the house.
Yeah.
I assume she's telling me that, hey,
Mhm.
look at this, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sitting right next to her.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, so I guess I'm like, hey, fuck that, larceny, and I take the whole picture and just put it into like under my jacket.
Make it a larceny roll.
Larceny.
No, you got it. Okay.
Then I'm gonna tell them they're gonna know somebody was here.
Bro, you think they check every picture every day? There's some old ass pictures. They won't even notice it's gone.
Oh my god.
There is a empty spot on the wall now.
Yeah, that big empty spot between all the other pictures.
I got you.
You
And I
take
go
a
and I take
Sharpie
another
and
one of the
write
pictures.
a smiley face.
I take another one of the old pictures and I put it on the wall.
All right. Yeah, now there's another empty spot, but at least it's not dead center like that.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Well, let's just go show the picture to Jack, and then I can go and bring it and put it back. We can do that.
I'll just take it with us.
Alright.
I don't know.
I'll get Jack's opinion. That
Would
way-
Jack have a camera
that way
with him
it's
at all?
2-on-1.
I don't think so.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I don't think he'd carry one on him. I think he'd have one somewhere, but I don't know if he'd have it with him.
Alright. Let's go take it and tell him what we found and stuff.
Okay.
What do you
Alright.
think are the chances that somebody's really gonna think they're gonna think it was misplaced or somebody got drunk and took it, right? Like, who thinks somebody's gonna break into the house, steal a picture from the 1800s, and walk off with it and not take anything else?
I mean, they obviously know what he is and what happened. So I just think it's gonna raise concern.
Why do you think that?
Because they know what happened. They know.
How do you think they know he's a kindred?
Well, yeah, they have all of his pictures.
Yeah, but he's their ancestor. That's normal. In my house, we had a picture of all of my relatives hanging on the wall, and too many pictures of Jesus Christ to count.
And they all look just like you, exactly.
They don't
No.
all. Nobody alive looked like that. Like that
I
picture.
thought you said there were pictures of Prince James.
They are. Nobody alive looks like that.
But there's not like older, like a picture of Prince James from like a long
Yes.
time ago. Where he
All
could
of
look-
them were.
That's my point. So they have to know that he is.
Why? That could just be their relative, like an ancestor. I got
So
a bunch
they
of pictures
think
of my
that there's
grandfather.
ancestors that look exactly like him.
He is their ancestor. I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, he is their ancestor.
I'm confused.
Look. Like,
The-
just because they have pictures of him doesn't mean they know that he's still walking around.
But so there's not pictures of him from old days and pictures of him now.
No,
For
only from old days.
Oh. Okay, then I misunderstood.
Yeah, that would be different. That
Oh,
would be
then,
different.
yeah, then take the picture. We're good.
Just a selfie of Prince James with a bloody neck in the background. Hey,
No, I just
much love, El Paso.
Picture of him like all exploded. There was a bombing in my hotel.
I don't know.
Very recent. Oh gosh.
Okay. We can go still.
Okay, you guys get outside to Jack.
Okay, we tell him everything we found and didn't find. Or I tell him.
Well,
Blah, blah,
we
blah.
didn't find him, but this could be something.
Mhm.
Maybe this can be a lead of some sort. Another person to look for back in El Paso. If they go all the way back to before he was kindred, then they must be very close friends.
You can make an
So when's the
intelligence
Okay.
alertness also, and if you
Intelligence alert.
if you get 4 successes, then you will agree with them that you saw this guy. Otherwise, you could be like, this could be anybody.
my guy is relying on her memory, right? I only had 1 success, I think.
Yeah.
So I was like,
You're
I don't know.
I
who
don't
this
know.
is.
Maybe I saw that guy.
I don't know. I'll
I'm gonna do a willpower.
Okay.
All you white people look alike to me.
then I'll take the picture.
I didn't see anybody wearing clothes like that.
Okay. 3 successes.
Yeah, maybe you saw this guy. I don't know. I guess you're trusting her on this, but you could have.
Yeah.
But you
I believe
definitely
her.
don't remember seeing that guy for sure.
And when's the last time she saw him? When's the last time you saw him? I asked her.
When's the last time I saw? I mean, we
I don't
haven't
know,
been.
like that night, maybe you saw him as you probably don't remember the exact time. You just saw him a couple times. You never really spoke with him, or if you
Yeah.
maybe
But it
you
was
saw him in
before-
the elevator and
before
you said
Jack.
hi.
So I don't know if he made it out of the explosion or anything.
No.
Okay, so I saw him before. Yeah, sometime before the explosion. I don't know if he made it out or not because we haven't been back.
Well,
Except
damn, he
for,
could be dead too.
yeah, he could be.
Oh wow. So
All right.
maybe we can bring this back, show it to Emily, and see if she knows who he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Miguel might know too.
That's
Emily's pretty young though.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, you guys get back to the car.
Successful stealth mission complete.
Oh, yeah. Miguel's with us too, so that
Miguel,
that's
yep.
Let's show it to him in front of Randy the Rando, just in case.
Yeah.
I can first. I'll check for Randy. Let's see, intelligence and what was it? Alertness. He's gonna have 2 intelligence and 1 alertness. He will roll 3 dice.
I mean, maybe he's like James's ghoul, and it's like ghouls. Ghouls know
2
ghouls.
successes. He's like, I don't know. I could have seen that guy. And then I will actually roll for what's his face? Because I actually have his character.
Miguel.
Miguel.
Sire.
Okay. We got. He is not aware of shit. So awareness and intelligence.
It's like I have no idea.
Got Alexis Smart,
Maximum.
He goes
The
like,
best. Best you could have done.
I don't know, man. I don't pay attention to all the guys that work there.
I don't know, man. I'm really high right now.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right. Well.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do in Virginia?
Oh gosh.
So it's a bust.
I mean, unless I can think of any other possible places.
Hey, let's. I mean, yeah, we got time. How much time we got before sunrise? No, let's search the rest of.
I mean, you could stay more than one day too.
Yeah,
you could even.
I'm just trying
you guys could like go and talk to them, early in the night, or you could send Randy to do it during the day. You have a few other options.
Yeah.
And anything you can come up with that I didn't come up with, I'll just wing it.
I'm hungry.
You guys want to split up and search the grounds, or just call it a day?
Well, if we still have moonlight, let's search.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You got like 2 hours left of dark.
Let's if Hector, if you could do a quick jog around their land like you wanted to, just to make sure you don't see anything.
So not a jog. You want me to sprint through all these acres and see if I see anything?
Yeah.
Any structures?
Some quick scouting.
Yeah, cool. I guess I'll rouse.
Okay. No, I mean I already told you all the buildings that were there.
We've already checked that.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys checked the stables, but there's nothing there. If you
Let's check.
We would have checked the stables for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just there are some signs that there was a girl who was interested in horses, but there's no horse, and it's been a while.
There. Okay.
Guess we could send Randy to investigate. Hey, have you seen this man, James, or whatever?
Okay.
That would be weird, though. That would be really weird.
What?
Let's find
that guy
a place.
looks just like. Hey, the picture's missing.
Right.
Let's find a place to rest for the day, and then I think what we can do is we could have Randy pose as a journalist who is writing a book about duels.
I like books.
Oh God!
I don't know. My vote is let's go home, bro. There ain't nothing here.
I mean, I could. What do I know about duels? Because if they know more about duels than me, they might ask me stuff.
Yeah, but let's just say what are they gonna say? Oh no, we don't know anything about duels, but our dead ancestors here in case you want to talk to them.
That would
yeah.
That would be great, and we'd find them.
Yeah, thanks, Randy. Glad to have you on the team, buddy.
Yeah. I'm Randy.
You're right.
No, he
Hector.
doesn't say that though.
I hope he doesn't say I'm Randy.
Perfect. Yeah,
We
I'm
need
Randy.
to get going. Yeah.
Like, who's this guy
He's
that
like an
got
18-year-old.
freaking ghouled?
No, Randy's like 22.
I'm starting to like him more.
He's kind of young.
It's bad when the 18-year-old looks at you like, dude, you're immature.
Of course, you have no idea how old he is either, because he's a ghoul. Doesn't.
True.
You guys don't know how old Miguel is either, except that, judging from the tattoos on Miguel, he's not from too long ago.
Oh, okay.
He looks like he was
He's
probably.
got thug life written.
He
got thug life written across his belly.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have that, but yeah, that's the equivalent.
And
he's got it on his face too. Is very much not the kind of person a Ventrue would pick. Somebody embraced him because they needed a tool. Kind of like the same way that this cop got embraced.
Yeah. All right. If
Miguel got a face tattoo? That sounds like straight out of American Me.
Yep, he's got a face tattoo.
A little puppet.
I don't remember what it was. It's been like 2 months since I read Miguel's description.
We could drive around for another night to try to look for him, but otherwise, I can't think of any other potential leads in Hickory Grove to find him.
Mid-20s, the sides of his head are shaved, the top has grown long enough for him to wear it in a ponytail. His ears are gauged, and he has piercings all over his face. I guess he doesn't have face tattoos. He's got a lot of piercings, though. One at the outer edge of each eyebrow, a single ring in the left side of his lower lip, and a nose ring dangling from between his nostrils. He looks like he was probably embraced in the 90s. He's also heavily tattooed from the neck down.
I'm wondering if we should investigate the dealership. Because that would be a better place to hide something.
Maybe.
Yeah. My guy just keeps saying, I'm bored. I hate it here. Let's go home.
This sucks!
Yeah, it sucks. Why are we here? If I swear, if I see
to try
another,
to stop a war.
I don't think there's anything here for us, bro. I think we're wasting time. We need to get back to Texas. I don't want to see any more teenagers masturbating.
Let's just drive by the dealership and see if we see a Texas plate.
Calm down.
There are 4 dealerships. They own 3 used car dealerships and then the original Ford dealership
God.
that they opened. All in
Where
the
were the
city.
original Ford?
None of them are in this little town. They're all in this city.
We gotta go to Charleston.
Yeah. Charlottesville or whatever.
Charlottesville.
Yeah, that's a good. That's gonna be an hour ride. It's fun. I'm gonna start doing shit like, hey Randy, want to play 52 pickup, and then fucking throw the cards on the floor in front of him.
I don't think there's
Man.
50 cards in you know, Jennifer.
Oh yeah, it's right. It doesn't matter. My guy's just gonna do it anyway.
He starts picking them up. This game sucks.
Right, Randy, pick that shit up, bitch.
He picks
Oh
them
my
up.
god.
18-year-olds are awesome.
And of course, it's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
52 cards because it was an Uno deck, so it's like
Yeah.
80 fucking cards.
If he says that to me, I'd be like, yo, I will slap the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Shut
that's what
up.
he says. This is not 52 cards, man.
I will slap the shit out of you, Randy. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Children.
Okay.
Children.
We don't. If we just drive by the, are we going to Charlottesville?
I guess so. I think you and Miguel are in the truck, and they're in the trailer.
I definitely do want to just drive by them.
Oh
and
shit!
just,
I keep
mean, we're
forgetting
here.
that Speedy's here too. Speedy's just been fucking quiet and watching everything on his own to make sure that you guys don't suck or tell it. Hey man, we're vampires. You wanna like give me some blood? You're gonna like it. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, we've driven all the way here. We gotta at least just try to drive by those places and see if we see
Okay.
anything that looks like he may be there.
All right, you're burning not daylight, but yeah, you drive by. There's nobody at any of them. 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Oh,
There's
we need to get
Wait a
some.
minute.
We need it. What?
There's one last thing I want to try. Do I know the cemetery where he was buried at?
Sure.
Oh.
You probably looked that up. Yeah.
Okay, I do want to go by the cemetery that his tombstone is at
Okay.
and try to see if it looks like it's been freshly dug up. Like maybe he's recovering in his tomb.
Okay. So the Clark family has their own, like,
Ooh, mausoleum.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And this is
Oh,
not
perfect.
in the city. This is back in Hickory Grove.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So you could have even went there first. It doesn't matter.
That's an hour away.
Yeah, and you don't find any sign of anything in here.
Dang.
But
Okay.
it looks like their
Worth a try.
family has been here since before the Revolutionary War.
Okay. All right. Time to head back to El Paso.
All right, we'll stop here. The
By
way
the way,
back.
Hector does want to say to Randy at some point, "Hey, I was just fucking with you, bro. I'm not serious."
I know, man. And then he throws all the fucking cards. It's your turn.
I will slap the shit out of you, Randy. Don't push it.
Well, I ain't picking them up. If you want to Uno,
Yeah,
you're gonna have
pick
to pick them up.
Put that shit up right now, Randy. Don't fuck around. I will eat you.
Yeah. Okay. He starts picking them back up.
I'll start helping him pick it up.
All right.
Let's pick it up.
You're all right, Hector.
You too, Randy.
He's not.
You too, Randy Candy.
Yeah. Best friends. All right. This is where we'll stop. And you guys,
Jeez.
I don't know, I did have a fucking really cool scene to put on the way back. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I'll decide over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's.
I had
let's save
an
that
extra
for-
scene in case this whole thing went real fast. Instead, it went real slow. So
We
that's
could have,
cool.
we could have, if you want to add an extra scene, you got Hector drive back and get pulled over by fucking Virginia cops.
Yeah, we could do that
Or worse,
too. I
like
wasn't even gonna do
Carolina
that. Yeah.
or fucking.
Oh God,
West
no!
Virginia.
Don't make me freaking no.
Yeah.
We
I
can
don't know if we
solve
wanna
this
go
with
down
a
that
quick
route.
cloud memory.
Yeah.
Worse, we could have like
Oh no, those cops ain't making it.
a
It's some bullshit.
biker gang of werewolves just like out on the road, and they're like,
Oh goddamn.
why are the fucking windows all blacked out on that trailer?
That is the worst case scenario right there.
That doesn't
Werewolf
sound fun.
biker gang. Hell no.
Okay,
Like, this is
So-
like worse than regular werewolves.
let's see. What's a good thing we can ask for you guys to earn your experience? How about why don't we go down in order? So, Lynn, why don't you tell me anything that you were impressed by about Jessica tonight? Or even anything that you just remember.
About Jessica?
Yeah. About Janina's roleplay, or Jessica learning something, or anything that Jessica did that you were like, hey, that's kind of neat. Anything at all.
I'm trying to think. Well, she did say she was gonna stay back and keep an eye on Randy Candy, so I guess that's good.
All right.
She was kind of quiet, I guess, because the three of
Yeah.
us, the two of us were in the house, and
Yeah, she was pretty
I
quiet
was-
for the last half.
I don't remember
Well,
Uno. Did she?
I didn't want
She
to
was
bet because
snacking
I
on-
wasn't there. You know, if I was, yeah. No, I wasn't
She was
snacking on the
sneaking
candy.
bites in. Yeah, she was sneaking
Yeah.
bites in on the candy while we were gone.
Well, I was impressed with how you were so quick on like referencing the details of like the other stuff that you have going on as Jessica with your
Yeah.
clients.
When you were talking to your
Quiet.
the lady, your client, client. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah,
Carlos's
you
mom.
were really quick to like think of what to say. Like, I would be like, I like that, and the dinosaur pictures.
Well, she could have been rude, but you know, just why the fuck did the exchange patch this through? This isn't an emergency.
Yeah.
The exchange is not doing their job. You know, it's like cell phone bills are so expensive.
Oh yeah,
And,
that was
this
super
is roaming.
expensive.
Is getting fired.
That was super
This is
expensive
roaming.
roaming charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Kidding.
That phone call cost like $300.
Oh my gosh.
I remember those days.
Mhm.
And it'd be like a surprise bill at the end of the month too. You wouldn't even realize.
Yeah,
bad it was.
they wouldn't say anything, and the next thing you know, it's like $300. I was
Yeah.
like, what? No, we had a surprise bill for like $1,800 because my ex-husband lost his phone and somebody used it to call Peru or something like that.
Oh, geez.
Jesus.
Yeah, and,
I was-
and we even reported it as lost, and they wouldn't recredit it. So I was just like, all right, we're just changing companies now.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had AT&T took over Singular, and I was deployed for 6 months. Came back, and they were charging me the whole time for the bill,
Oh,
and wouldn't take it off. Wouldn't take it off.
bastards. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, and yeah, it's coincidentally that company that I had the issue with was AT&T.
Yeah. No, I hate
Yeah.
them so much.
Yeah, no,
Never
I'm very
again.
much anti AT&T.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, never again.
In fact, I worked for them as a salesperson for 1 week.
Oh, shit.
They offered like I don't know,
Week.
you know those salesmen that are like in the grocery stores or in Walmart and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
And somebody offered me a deal for my landline, back in landline days. And I was like, that's a pretty good deal. Sure, sign me up. And then I was looking for a job, so I was like, how hard is it to do this? And and they set me up, and I was like, I was excited because that was a great deal. I'm gonna work for this great company. And then like a week later, the deal that they set me up with didn't happen. It was expired. So I just had the normal deal, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And this is what I've been selling people all week? No.
wow.
So I quit.
Yeah.
Dang.
Fuck you guys. And I had like helped
But anyway.
some old man save like $3 on his monthly bill, and instead now he's paying $30 more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of the. Yeah, well, we'll save you $30, but no, you end up spending $100 more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was horrible. Anyone else have any remarks you want to make on Janina or Jessica from tonight?
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
I really no. I thought that I was actually really impressed. It was her with the with Adam, right? Suggesting like, hey, I can help your
Oh,
I mean, I thought that was brilliant.
That's what
That
I
was
was going to
actually
talk about if nobody brought it up.
yeah.
Because what was funny was like I knew what she was getting at, right? But like you didn't get it right away, and I thought, oh wow, you actually caught the DM like by surprise on that, which is cool. And if anything, that would have been a really unexpected way to win over a guy that we were also told if he doesn't like you, he's gonna rip all your throats out and end you.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
Well, we're all
Alright.
kind of humanitarian still, so,
Yeah, you really impressed Adam.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else? Anyone else? You have anything you want to say? Oh, everybody gets an experience point, by the way.
Cool.
I'll shoot it out, but I'll note it.
I'll put it for you.
Okay.
So one of the things I kind of really thought was interesting is like how everybody really kind of picks apart situations as far as investigating stuff. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I was quiet. The other reason was, you're sitting back at the trailer and you're not supposed to be knowing or participating in any of it because you're not there. But as far as, it just, I'm not used to role playing, so just being able to hear everybody, with their, how they look at problems, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's part of the thing that makes this kind of game a lot of fun. Just sitting back and listening to people be their guy, and try to figure out puzzles. And what do we do? That kid's jerking off. Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Awkward.
Hey, Milo,
As
there's
awkward as
dinner.
it was for you, imagine how awkward it would have been for him if he was awake.
While we were doing that scene, Craig Mack
Oh, God.
hits me up on the on a text and says, "Hey, how's your vampire game going?" I say, "Hey, we just walked in on a teenager masturbating," and then I wrote back, "Oh wait, that sounds really bad on text out of context. It was in the role playing game." He was like, "Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow."
Yeah.
Also, I know Mila doesn't know and isn't aware of this, but I wonder if Lynn is paying any attention and notices that that Jessica's patient is Mila's touchstone.
No, I didn't know that.
Did you ever read?
I didn't even
listen to Jessica's side story.
No, I didn't.
Episode 3B?
I probably
No.
should.
Yeah.
That's probably why I didn't make the connection.
Of course, Mila doesn't know anything about that, but eventually...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we've only been undead 3 weeks, so.
Yeah,
That's true.
Mila killed Junior's dad.
Yeah.
Sure.
I as a person know that, but Jessica doesn't know that yet.
No,
so,
Jessica doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Ramba.
Okay.
So yeah, Jessica will probably complain about that on the way back.
Okay, yeah, you can complain about that, and maybe that'll give you guys a talk about it. Go ahead. Let's do that.
I'll let.
Alright.
Well, I think I want to listen to her thing first.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
That way I
Mila
have
has no
that-
knowledge of it, though.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess it doesn't matter.
Mila wasn't
Well, I mean,
there.
even though Mila has no knowledge of it, it still might kind of, it just still.
Yeah, go listen to it.
Okay.
We will open with On the Way Back
Okay.
instead of opening You Got Back. So
I'll
that way
listen-
you guys can have a talky scene.
Okay, I'll listen
Okay.
to it for the
Plus,
next
I'll
one.
decide if I want to do the cool scene that I had come up with. I might do it. I mean, it adds a whole
Do the
other
cool
session
scene.
to our prologue, but it does add some
Yeah, this
it does
prologue
introduce
is-
some
yeah.
neat stuff that is, that might actually matter. So I think we might do it.
I'm having fun. I'm having
Yeah.
fun in the 2000s. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah, I
need
am
to like
too.
hurry. To...
Uh huh. Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
It's
too.
even
Hector
cool,
may
like,
not
I
be
find
having
myself-
fun on this podcast, but
What's that?
I said Hector may not be having fun, but who cares?
Yeah, no, he's definitely not. He hates it out there. He does not like Virginia. Back to Texas, bro.
Yeah.
It is a challenge playing an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I had to keep jumping back to like, yeah,
It,
try to be
it sounds
annoying.
fun. I've never done that. It sounds fun.
Yeah, in your head you don't realize how old you really are until you have to start going back and acting younger.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
and then by the way, I was like, I had to resist the urge of being like an asshole 18-year-old, like coming off like a fighter type background. I imagine he ribs a lot of his friends, but he also hates bullies. So
Yeah.
when he realized he was going over the top with Randy, then he has to go back and apologize.
Yeah, that came off. That was good. Okay, let's call it off. We're gonna stop recording. Unless anybody have anything you want to say?
No.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
tired.
Thank you to the one or two people that got around to watching / listening to this. I hope you enjoyed it. And we are stopped.